Here's a really quick tutorial on how to do glass fills in Pixelmator app. This is a black and white drawing I created not long ago. The Celtic symbol for water. Uh, Without going through all the editing and all that, I'm just going to go right to the glass fills. Do your quick selection tool. And what that does, it highlights areas that you want to add glass fills to. And just by clicking, I like to start with the main area, your main focal area. And you click that, click that, click that. And then you go ahead and hit the star. You want to add effect. You go to fill, image fill, and then you hit choose. I got my glass swatches here. So I'm going to go, let's see, I go with green. And you could check the scaling of it and rotation. Usually, rotate the glass. Hit the scale if you want to bring it in or out. You can also hit the opacity, but we're going to stay with that green there. One way, scale to fit, scale to fill, original size. Original size is fine. You bring it around, kind of show what the glass looks like. And let's go to scale to fit. There you go. Then you go back to the selection tool here, and you go ahead and let's see, we're going to do this ribbon. We got to deselect first because it's still selecting this area. You go here, here, here. I'm just going to move fast with a constraint of time. I want to just click it once, and all your areas will show the moving dots, dashes that is selected. All right, got that. And you just check, you look at it, say, yeah, I think I got them all. You go back to fill, add effect, fill, image fill. That's the default image they have in the system. We're going to choose. It's a little yellow. It's a little bright, but it doesn't matter. Just a demonstration. Bring down the opacity. Also, like say you say I want to make these three more consistent. You could click on it, select it, and change the color. But you go crazy with this. You could also just select one at a time so you have more consistent the way the glass lays out. But again, this is just basically to get color that looks like glass. And what I like to do, being you have this selected, and if you want this glass to pop out, want to add effect, you want to do a sharpen tool, and sharpen luminance. That does it. Actually, makes the glass look more like glass. You can brighten it up a little bit. Alright. Again, that's simply that. We'll go back to our selection tool. Now you have to deselect. I use my left mouse click, or you can use right mouse click. You just deselect it. Alright. Then you go back to the selection tool, and what I was saying earlier, you could fill in this area to make all the glass go out, and I'll show that. It's easy enough. Fill, image fill. I'm going to choose it. Let's see, nice. We have green and yellow, darker amber. Right, and we have that. Right? You could just leave the scale as it is. You change the angle. Like say you wanted to have it, the grain going outwards. All right. So, okay, you got that. Hit the selection tool. You want to go back here, hit deselect, just to get rid of that, and hit that, that. And you go back to fill. Choose. Back to the amber, and you can change the direction of the glass, you know, to give you more of a, you know, balanced look. That makes sense. You have a little lighter glass here and darker. So I'm not using the whole sheet to fill this. If I did, everything would be running in the same direction. Let's go back to selection tool. Deselect. You have to deselect, otherwise it's going to try to fill what you have already. I'm going to select that. This is taking a little longer because, you know, I went with a different look on each one. Right? And again, you want to do something like that. Right? And then go back to selection tool, deselect, and then we're going to go the inner area here. That's it. Yeah, go here, 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 here. We're going to do a fill, another fill. Choose the amber, go with dark blue. And there you go, dark blue. If it's too dark, you can brighten it up, leave it dark. So, you know, it looks good right about like that. Like that. Change the scaling of it. And make sure you're staying within the boundaries. Alright? That looks good. Excuse me. Then we'll go back to selection tool. We're going to deselect and then hit that, that, and that. And I'm gonna bring in a clear texture. Add effect, image fill, choose. Go with a clear texture. I don't like that, so go back to choose. Nope. Go to clear harmony. You have to wait for the images to load when you're doing a lot of editing. My computer's pretty filled up. I should be doing an upgrade soon. Let's see. Bring down. I'm going to actually choose glue chip. Okay, clear ripple. Oh, glue chip. There we go. Scale it down. And then rotate. So, you know, it looks like glue chip. And then here again, you want to do the sharpening tool, the luminance, so you're going to get that glue chip to really, you know, pop out. Right? See how the glue chip's popping out now? If you go too far, it'll look fake. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's more things you can do. I'm going to go select all. That's Command A key. And then you go ahead and add an effect. You can actually go to the hue adjust, which is really neat. You can, on the fly, change colors of the whole thing. Alright? You can also just go back to where you were. There's that 0%. Let's see. 0. Yeah, it's close enough. 0.9. Yeah, hit 0. You could do that, which is nice. What you do is you do the hue effect, and then you select this and copy it. Yeah, I'll show you. Go ahead and select that by hitting the Shift Command 4 key. Yeah, anywhere. And you just grab it. Go File, New from Clipboard. It's going to give you a new tab here. That's your new clipboard, and you can add effect, color adjustment. Yeah, hue adjust, and then change the hue. Say more of a purple, blue. This is getting a little crazy, but just say you want to bring rose in, and you can go back to the original. You could see different versions of it, and you could work on this, do more with it. Like even with the selection tool, you're gonna bring this up a little bit. Like say I want the center, I don't want it green, right? Oops, let's see, where you going? Say I want to make this red. So you hold down the mouse and you swipe across. Gotta deselect that. Get in the corner where you see the yellow coming up, and that's why they call this software Pixelmator. You're selecting pixels. I'm selecting these glass pixels. And you're going to go back to fill, image fill, choose. Say you want to bring a red in, a red granite. Just say. Right, now you got red granite. You want to bring it up, bring it down, do something like that. So I just selected all. You could add effect. You go do the sharpen, luminance. Bring up the whole thing if you want. You could make adjustments like that. I think sometimes you get too carried away. Excuse me. I got those damn spring allergies. You soften it up, and that's it. That's how you do color glass fills with Pixelmator. And you can see, like, this is just to get an idea. I'm looking at this. I say, well, this yellow is a little washed out. So what you could do is just grab. I gotta deselect. Grab it. And grab the whole thing. And then if you missed an area, you could see where you missed it. You click on it, make it bigger. Here, I'm selecting all the pixels, even up in the corner. Now it's showing all those pixels are selected. You drag it, bring it on over. You just got to be careful you don't drag it too far. You can undo what you did. Just kind of drag it in. It's trying to pick the most appropriate part of the pixels. Alright, so I just selected all that. Go back down. I'm going to select this area just to show you how you can improvise on a design. I'm going to go fill, image fill, choose. I'm going to go back to that yellow. This yellow here, and you can change the scale, rotate it so it matches the rest of your piece. Alright, select all. That's the Command A key. And zoom it back down. You can see now this is all consistent. There's another tool here that works really well. It's the brighten tool or lighten tool. You could change the brush size. You can make it bigger. Let's say I wanted to, undo that. I got carried away. You want to brighten up an area. Let's see. There we go. Brighten up these greens just by clicking on it. Change the brush size and bring it down and say I want to just brighten up a little bit of this red. Yeah, you do things like that. And that's going deeper into the actual tools. And then they got the saturation tool that does all the other, does all that stuff. And then in the warp tool, this one's a lot of fun. You can actually, once you're all done, you say, you want to change the design. You could move the whole section, even with the glass. Command Z it. It returns it. As well, you have the bump tool. You can say that I want to make that center a little bit bigger. You just click it a few times. You see what that does. Things like that. You can undo it. And there's a lot you can do with Pixelmator. I literally just scratched the surface. You can also select this. So deselect. I'm going to select that. You can see I got the background. You want to go ahead and stroke with brush. It'll actually stroke everything with the color of your brush. See, I got green. You can change that to, say, black. Right? It'll actually give you a nice heavy border. Alright, so you do things like that. Well, you gotta hit apply. You select all. So now I have this design with a darker line. As well, if you want thicker lines around each segment, you can do that with the stroke tool. You can also add a stroke as say the white color white. Deselect. Say it's too heavy. Excuse me. Allergy. I'm gonna hit that. I'm selecting that, and I'm gonna left mouse click, stroke with brush, and change that to white. And now it'll actually, shorten that, or make the line narrower. You can do that inside each segment of the design, or manually do it with your pinch tool. And there's all the other tools. There's probably some that I would like to use, but I just don't. I just use it. I use Pixelmator to manipulate designs and to do glass fills. Yeah, this software, they have a free version of it. I used to have it until I said I really like this stuff, so I went and bought the 50-year. The software is $50 and it's lifetime. So it's Mac friendly. Apple bought Pixelmator, so you're going to see a lot more with these kind of tools that are very powerful. I mean, it rivals Photoshop and all the other Illustrator software you can buy for hundreds of dollars. It's $50 for on your Mac. To get your fills, go back to fills. You go to get your fills. You have to go into your computer, and when you choose, you have to create the glass fills on. I have it on my desktop. It's called Glass Swatches. And you just download a bunch of glass images, and that. I'm gonna put Baroque on the outside. And when you select it, just go to your desk, wherever you have it. All right. I'm gonna go also. See. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to that. Deselect. And then you can actually go into areas and select little areas of it. I selected that. I'm going to say stroke with brush. My brush settings to black. Again, it'll do that black edging. Then you can play with the software. Let's see. Oh, I didn't apply. Right. There we go. And then like you see, I got a little area right here where it's there's too much black there. You can go into your tools, like your warp tool, and bring this up. I'll show you how this really does work well with other tools. So I could take this and actually nudge that glass into that border. So there was too much border showing. Alright, you can do stuff like that. You can get really crazy with it if you want. You can see I'm actually grabbing the glass pixels, the actual pixels from the glass, to move them in. So there's a little bit of that in the software that makes it really interesting too. Now again, it's just a little tutorial on Pixelmator on a Mac. I use a Mac Mini with OS 16, I believe, and not much RAM, 8 gigs of RAM, nothing crazy, and a 256 hard drive. I have so many patterns on this computer. It's ready to if I didn't have 10 terabytes in my cloud, I would be done for. So a lot of my images are automatically stored up in the cloud. That's why you didn't see my glass swatches, when I was trying to look at them. Let's see, glass. Some of them are still up in the cloud. You have to download it. I haven't used it in a while. So if I just shut off all my other applications, especially my video recording, it uses up a lot of RAM. You can see there's a really nice picture here of glass. That was a recent one. I like, so let me try that one. On a Mac, you can also do this thing's a quick look. It's like, let's see, quick look. When you hit the quick look, it'll bring up your whatever you have. All right. On that, I mean, I can go on all day about software and Apple and stained glass patterns, but I'll stop at this. I hope it helped. I'll have more videos on this, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.